Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It is currently, y'all, it is currently that time. It is the beginning of July, and I have not done a debt update in so long. So I am so happy to go ahead and do this debt update. Y'all are probably like, why am I doing this live? I have never done a live before. I tried to do a live, it didn't work out, but this time I'm trying to do it. I have limited space on my phone. I really don't have a lot of time. And y'all, I am 2 weeks out from delivering this baby. So I really don't got time. Shout out to my coworkers that went ahead and got me this card. And my husband that got me this card on our anniversary. There's so much that has passed from May to June, and I've been putting up videos so late. There's so much I've been trying to do. Close up my classroom, finish the school year, get, all the things you need to get, together to make sure that everything is done, the grades, the reports, the closing out of the classroom, there's just so much. So because of that, it took me a while to even try to get on here. Let's see how long I have because the baby will be waking up soon. But I had to restart my computer because I'm gonna be honest, the computer is where I keep all of my stuff, and then I go ahead and transfer it onto y'all here so that you guys can see it. Also so that I can have like a pen and paper record of all of my finances. So, happy debt update. We're going to do a debt update of May, and then we're going to do a debt update of June. And then we're going to do a little comparison so y'all can see the progress. Y'all can see what's happened, how it's happened, who it happened, when it, how, who, what. So we can get that together. Okay? All right. So I'm trying my hardest. I am trying my hardest, y'all. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and get in a little bit here so y'all can see it. Let's go to our debt repayment tracker so y'all can go ahead and see it a little bit. Okay, here we go. So let's start in May because May is where we would like to start just to get all our stuff together. All right. I hope it's clear for everybody to see. Okay. All right. So in May, I had a number of debts that I want to go ahead and put in. I always start with revolving debt, aka credit cards. And y'all, I was spending a lot on my credit cards, unknowingly and knowingly. I spent a lot on my credit cards, so I decided to really take a good look, a hard look at myself, and decided to go ahead and start paying off those credit cards, getting those credit cards down. Oh, I have a pen with some colors. I'm going to use red because May is definitely a red month, but it's okay. So I was able to get the credit cards down to, Chase got down to $12,760. Okay. The other Chases, I paid them off along with Bank of America, which I pay off all the time. I like using Bank of America because it has a 3% back on my gas. Although I've been using it for groceries lately, and I definitely need to figure that one out. Citibank went down to 11,700. Okay. Then we have our Amex card, which I paid off. And these store cards, I am not going to be putting anything towards that ever, if I can. Ever again. So it brought down my total credit card debt from $26,000 to $24,460. So paid down like $2,400 about. A little less, but about. So I'm super excited about that, that I was able to do that. Definitely needed to do that. And that was the end of May, going to the beginning of June. Now let's look at our unsecured debt, aka student loans. Blasted student loans. No good with student loans. Let's get in there because these student loans are getting on my nerves. And so if you remember before, I have 4 student loans. One is at Mohila, but it's like by Student Gov. And one is Mohila by the private company, Mohila. And then I have Aspire and Ernest. So this one has been blocked. I've been calling the agency. I can't get anything. And they were on forbearance for a little while because they weren't charging me. All of a sudden, the last month or two, they've been charging me. So they've been charging me this $104.90. So this amount that I keep putting in there is definitely incorrect. So I need to find out where this money is going because it has to go somewhere and it better be going in my account. So yeah, we gonna figure that out. But in the meantime, and I just recently found this out. So I just recently found this out. So that's why I haven't called yet, but I will be very soon because I need to know where the money went because I paid. I paid. That also means that interest is going up on my loan. So I paid. So we got to figure that out. Okay. All right. So let's go on to what was my debt during then. Well, I made a payment at the end of the month. So my payment here allowed it to go down by $100. $64,660. Okay. And then my Aspire, it didn't go down that much, just like $60. So $4,802.40. Then we have Ernest, which I've been paying down earnestly, has been $13,155.79. That brings my total for May when it comes to debt. My student loan debt came out to $88,737. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited to be out of 89 and I'm in 88. I'm going to be getting that down as soon as possible, as much as I can. You know, I'm trying to pay off this private student loan that's been haggling on top of my head. So, yeah. So we have that going. And now, let's get to the amounts that we have up here. So we have a total of 24,000. Y'all see it? $24,460. And last month, I did do a lot of spending. Not last month, in May, I did do a lot of spending. There's a lot of other stuff that happened during May. There was Mother's Day. There's other stuff to celebrate. Other things that made the money had to go towards that. And then I had to pay it off. So I can't quite remember that one. Oh, I did have some customers, which I was really glad about. Customers for the rental part of my business. And then one, well, that was actually in June. So I was planning customers and renting. I was finally renting out my materials that I had already started. So that's good. If you guys are interested in anything I have done so far, please go to Chic Unique Events. You'll be able to see some stuff. It might be here on YouTube or on Instagram, Chic Unique Events. Okay? All right. Once I added that up along with the student loans, it becomes a total of $113,197. Okay. Now, I went down from last time, but y'all, this is a lot of money. Definitely went down from the beginning of the year. I started at almost 120, and then it's been paying down. So now we're at 113. We definitely want to get under 100,000. Definitely want to get rid of the rest of the debt. But y'all, we not done yet, okay? Because I also wanted to go ahead and do that very faithful and wonderful net worth update. Yes, we got an update for May. So we got May net worth for 2025. Okay. Y'all want to know this net worth. So basically, remember, for my net worth, I take all of my assets, the house, the car, the retirement, all that stuff. And I go ahead and take the worth and the value of those things and subtract it by the credit cards, the student loans. I don't have an auto loan anymore. My car's paid off, and the mortgage. And when I brought it all together, it came out to a total of $100,000. $100,310. Okay, that's good to me. It's really good to me. Now my credit score is what really is not good to me. That credit score for May was not good. You guys might hear the baby and my mom fighting in the back. I told you I was trying to do this video before all of that. My Credit Karma says that my score was 678, which is low, and then 774. Experian said mine was 764. So we got Credit Karma and we have Experian giving me a bunch of different scores, still in the 700s, which kills me because I was in 800s. But y'all, getting a scam has really affected me. So please, please, please don't get scammed. And please, 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 just, use your due diligence when y'all do stuff when it comes to finances, and like sit down, take your time to do it, because transactions take time anyway. So I'm going to save this and put this on the side here, because that just tells like what I definitely need to do. So what do I need to do now? If you follow along with me, I definitely need to pay off these credit cards, right, for June. I definitely need to make sure these student loans are paid down for June. And we're going to see what we do, right? Well, guess what? We already passed that. So now we're going to get to the twofer part, right? We're going to do what we need to for June. June of 2025. All right. So now we are June. I'm going to change the color to... Usually I do something light, but this time I'm just going to change it to black. Yeah, I'll do blue. No, I'll do blue for July. So I'll do just black. Oh, y'all hear the baby in the back. For end of June. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, y'all, we back. Okay. We already did the first part of May, right? The update for May, the end of May. Now we're going to do the end of June, which was only a few days ago anyway. All right, so we have, let's go back to our Chase. So I was able to pay down for Chase and brought it down to $11,000, which is really good. I paid off a good chunk. I've been wanting to pay off a good chunk and just make sure it stayed off, because I'm tired of owing, y'all. I'm so tired of owing. Everything else I paid off before I could. And this one I also made a large chunk payment. I made this large chunk payment because my mom is an authorized user, and any high accounts affect her account as well. So I was just happy to go ahead and get that out. So I got 11,000 up here and 10,000. So that obviously, you know, everything else I paid off because I wasn't trying to owe nobody nothing. Okay, so that brought me down to $21,000. Yay! 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 All right. Mind you, remember, I took out money for like a balance transfer in order to pay for the business. And for some reason, it's just been hard taking that money back that I put into my savings or into the other accounts and just pay it. So I just been doing it slowly. And I'm happy I'm doing it slowly because I'm really just trying to get all my ducks in a row when it comes to this business, and kind of make some money from the business before I have to pay this back. But I've been paying it down. So we have now from the beginning of the year, which was almost 30,000, all the way down to 21. So we're going to get it down. We're going to continue to get it down every month by the grace of God. That's good. Now let's go to our non-revolving unsecured debt, aka student loans. We know about these student loans. And these student loans, I went ahead and did an update directly on the day because I wanted to make sure it was accurate. So right now I paid off another 100. I don't know what they're going to do with these student loans. I need to figure out if I'm going to stay on the save plan until they figure it out or pay it off now. But I'm making small payments and just $100 payments here to make sure that I don't owe and that they're taking out what they need to. Again, I need to go ahead and definitely call this Mohila and check on them because they have started taking money out of my account, which means that they're either accruing interest, they're doing something, and they're not allowing me access in order to figure out what's being done. So I need to really call them and figure out what is happening with this private Mohila, not the one that is through studentaid.gov. Then we have Aspire, which went down to $7,440.64. Okay, that's about $60. Looks like last time, right? About $60, $60. That was paid, even though it's $83. So at least I'm paying off that interest. Now let's go down to Earnest. Earnest, we are at 12,970. 900. Oh, hold on. $975.90. I'm so happy my earnest has gone down under $13,000. Y'all, we gonna pay this off. We gonna pay this off. That saves me an extra $200 a month and could really help me with just paying off other things at like my credit cards and other things that I owe that I really need to pay off soon. So now that we got all those numbers together, let's go ahead and see what the total is for this debt. It comes out to $88,396. $396. Yay. So doesn't look like a lot. It looked like about less than 400. It's about 3 something. But it went down and I'm grateful. So now let's go ahead and check and see what does that mean for the month, right? Because now I went from owing 24,000 to 21, and my total debt when I add in that amount literally you can hear me typing on the side, right? You hear me typing on the side. I've brought it down to 109,396. Wow, what a jump, right? I don't know if y'all see the jump, but I see the jump. That's a big jump. So I paid off those credit cards slash, I think I made an extra payment on my student loans. I feel like I did, but either way, this is what happened here, and it definitely helped. I started also doing some balloon contracts, which is great, and rentals. And excuse me. I've just been busy at work, y'all. I've just been busy at work. I've been busy at work trying to get things together, trying to get life together. So it's great. We are halfway through the year, right? January, February, March, April, May, June. We're halfway through the year, and right now I owe less than $110,000 in credit cards and debt. My goal is to definitely get under 100,000 by the end of the year. Less than that, honestly, I really just need to make big chunk payments off this credit card because I have the money. It's just in my savings and I've been using it, and I wanted to like save it because right now with the economy, everything is so unclear. And I don't know whether it makes sense to like put all that money back and not sure if I could get all that money out if I needed it for the future. But I think it's important to like just make sure things are paid off and done. So let's go into like we're not done. Let's go into the net worth. My net worth for June 2025, right? We know our net worth for May, right? This was what we had last time. But June, we had some jumps going on. So I'm super excited. We had some jumps going on for June, which really helped out a lot. All right, let's start with actually our credit score. Because I paid off so much, um, I made some payments in between in the month of May before some of them were shown to the credit bureaus. So Credit Karma, my score went from up to 754 and 772, which I'm happy about. And my other score went up to 775. All right. So that was really, really helpful for me. I'm just glad to see these scores go up. Yeah, this one was Experian. So last time we saw it was at 6 and something else. Now we're at 775, 772, 754. So these scores are going up, and I'm super excited about that because honestly, I didn't do anything for the last scores to be down. So we gotta get these scores up. Then we need to figure out for June, what are the scores? Remember, it's my assets minus all my liabilities and just counting for myself, not me and my husband. So we have $102,217, just myself. So I'm blessed and so happy because this baby about to drop, y'all. This baby is very close. I told you I'm recording this it's 2 weeks away and it's live. So y'all know the date. Okay. Y'all know it's July. This baby's coming very soon. I literally just last Saturday had the baby shower. If I can, I'll try to put up some videos of the baby shower and some other stuff when I recalibrate or do whatever I need to do with this video. I've never done a live video, so I'm hoping this stays up and I don't need to do anything to, But let's go ahead and compare what we see so far. So our debt is definitely down, which brings our net worth up, and the credit score is getting up. So I'm hoping to have big news for you guys at the end of July. Of course, I'm going to be tired and drained from having pushed out my big old baby. I went to the doctor. They said it's 7 pounds already. So I'm so blessed and happy that this is even happening. I'm able to have another baby and I'm able to share it with people around the world. But it changes things. And I know it's changing finances. Blessed and so happy for all of the people that went ahead and gave anything for the baby shower, for the baby to come, from my job, from my friends, from my family. I truly appreciate you and thank you because all of that really helps. Last time I had a baby, I had so many gifts. I didn't have to go to the store for 3 months. This time, I think it might be a little less, but still, I got diapers, I got wipes, I got things that the baby's gonna need, and anything that I didn't get, I could still get through Amazon and just get it over with and sent over. So, thank you so much. Thank you all so much for watching. Um, yeah, I'm so glad we could get this debt update going, get our net worth scores and everything over here. I'm hoping I can go ahead and share some more stuff with you since I'll be home I got maternity leave and all this other stuff coming up. But I'm so glad that I'm able to even share any of these numbers and do it live because y'all, editing is just a lot. Editing is so much. You guys have it a fantastic and amazing July. I hope you guys celebrate. I know people are celebrating the 4th. I know some people are not celebrating the 4th. And it's all good. I don't believe in kings over here, okay? I believe, America, liberty, and freedom for all. And that's what we be celebrating. That's what we're supposed to be celebrating, our independence from wannabe kings. Just saying. So let's go ahead and enjoy. Have a great and wonderful time with your family outside. Hopefully we could try to go to the beach and just get away because it's been hot. It's been very hot. Y'all know I'm in the Jersey area outside of New York. It's hot. So please enjoy, stay cool, stay collected, enjoy yourself. And I pray we have an amazing and wonderful July, everyone. Take care. God bless. And Roxy Rose out. All right. How do I turn this off? What do I do? How do I turn this off? Oh, Lord.